Good day. Thank you for having me. It's wonderful to talk to you. Thank you for creating time to watch this video. I want to just do a short teaching on what I title three important decisions, three important relationships rather that are essential for your growth in life and ministry. I take it again. Three important relationships that are essential for your growth in life and ministry. Now, I want to begin by saying we're all wired for relationship. God has not created superhuman beings that can live by themselves. God has not created people that can live independent of others. In fact, it's a fallacy when you think you don't need others in this life. You all know that human beings are called social animals. Why are they called so? It's because they interact with one another. So interaction is very, very important in life. Now, there are three important relationships that all of us should pursue in life. I use the word pursue intentionally because we have to invest in them. Every human being needs a mentor. Every human being needs a mate or mates. And every human being needs a mentee. These three levels of relationship, they have a way of making you to grow, whether you like it or not. Now, let me begin with mentors. Mentors are experienced guides, are people who have traveled the path you wish to travel in life. And they are willing to offer the experiences they've gathered over time just to give you by the virtue of the relationship you have with them. When Jesus Christ came into the world, he paid attention to these three levels of relationship. He knew that he was not going to be here forever, so he decided to be a mentor to some group of young people. He intentionally selected them and asked them to follow him. In fact, some of them he met them at their duty post. For example, he met a young man by name Martin, who was a custom officer. He said, "Follow me." And we're told he left all and followed. He came to the Sea of Galilee. In Matthew chapter 4, we are told that he met some young people who were fishers. And he told them, "Follow me and I will make you fishers of men." They left off. So for 3.5 years, he mentored them. And because he did a good job, within a short time, those disciples became world changers. And most of them were unschooled young people. But because of the opportunity to mentor, they became exceptionally great in life. So one of the ways you can become great in life is when you have mentors. There are some people you have the opportunity of having a close relationship with them. You have access to them. While some individuals, you follow them from a distance through their books, through their videos, through their materials. You can also mentor them. But of course, it's more effective when you have access to your mentor one-on-one, a relationship. So we all need mentors in life. Having mentors in life help you to shorten the learning curve and arrive early at harvest. Can you imagine a mentor giving to you an experiences of 30 years in one volume of books? It's only people who are foolish learn from their mistakes. People who are wise learn from the mistakes of others. So in mentoring relationship, you learn from your mentors. And because you are learning from them, you will be able to avoid their mistakes and then replicate their successes. So we should be intentional about it. And then for people who are in need of mentors, the starting point of it is pray, ask God to send mentors to you. It's easier for the mentor to look for you and locate you than you looking for him. Is it even possible for you to approach a will-be mentor and ask for that kind of relationship, and the person may turn you down? So the starting point to me of getting a mentor, right mentor, is praying to God. Though God can use circumstances to make it happen. But one of the ways you can be sure of it happening is when you pray. When you pray, God himself will link you up with the right people. So we need mentors. Always say, you follow us of me as I follow Christ. So you must be following some people if you want to arrive at your destination. Then the second relationship is mates. Your mates are your colleagues, are people that operate on the same level, on the same platform. Proverbs 27:17 says, iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend. Your friends help you to grow. The word of God says, woe unto him that is alone. Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. I mean, Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9. And I think it's verse 10 says, woe unto him that is alone. So you need people. The word of God says that when one falls, the other will lift him up. So whether you like it or not, on this journey of life, you need people. You need shoulders you can lean on. You need people you can reach out. It's a tragedy not to have people you can reach out to in the journey of life. You won't go far. So we need mates. And of course, when you have them around, you keep growing together. You keep challenging each other until you grow into your full potential. Now, let me sound a word of caution. It's possible for you to discover that after passage of time, you're not on the same level with your mates again. So, relationships sometimes can be seasonal. Once seasons of relationships are over, please put them behind you. For example, you're growing and then you discover that your friend is not growing. And you try by all means to help the person grow, and the effort is not yielding result. What do? You put that relationship there. Because if you continue with it, the person will drag you. Just like you are climbing and then somebody is pulling you down. So sometimes you outgrow some relationships in life. Now, I was reading a book by Bill Hivers called, I think, Simplified. And he shares some experiences in that book, bothering around these things I'm sharing. It's not good to waste so much effort, emotions, time, and energy in relationships. Their seasons are over in your life. There are people who come into your life to play a particular role and they go. So some relationships, they are short-term relationships, where others are medium-term or middle-term, if you want to call it that. Then we have long-term or lifelong relationship. So you need a lot of wisdom to discern who among these my friend is only for a season. Amongst all these relationships I have, how many of them they are just for a while? Medium term, maybe 5 years, 7 years. And how many of them they are for a lifetime? Our understanding of them will help us know, particularly for relationships whose seasons are over in our life, so that we don't waste our time and energy. When I was in college, in university, I had some good relationships. In fact, one of them was a particular sister that was so close to me. But with passage of time, I discovered that the relationship was not as close as it was when we were in school. Can you imagine we live in the same neighborhood? But I could count the number of times I visited her before they relocated. So some relationship there for a season. That's by the way. Then the third level of relationships are mentees. Mentees are people that look up to you for direction, for guidance, for inspiration. You may think that why mentees? Mentees are equally important to you. Mentees keep you on your toes. Mentees tell you, oh guy, you need to grow. If you don't grow, these boys will catch up with you. So there's something that keeps propelling you because you know you are inspiration to people. So this is what I describe it. One hand, somebody is pulling you up. And if that same person is pulling the two of you, you are going at the same level, then the other hand, you are pulling others. And then you keep going. So all these three relationships are very, very important. Apostle Paul is one remarkable person we can learn from. Can we name his mentees? Timothy, Titus, Silas, Philemon. All there is mentees. Look. And that's why you could hardly see him becoming stranded. I think the only time is when he said, Demas have left me. It's only Luke that was with me and all of that. Otherwise, at every point in time, he had people he could send. And remember, he left Titus where? At Crete. To put some things in order. There were times he sent Timothy. There were times he sent Luke. So he was able to mentor a lot of young people that helped in life and ministry. So one of the ways you can raise soldiers, food soldiers for yourself is when you are deliberate about mentoring. Or else you wake up and discover that you don't have people around you. There's work to be done, you need help. But because you didn't invest in people, you don't have people that will help you. And can I inform you, when you are doing mentoring, do a holistic mentoring. There are people who are doing mentoring, but their mentoring is lopsided. The mentoring they do does not touch their pockets. It's incomplete. Mentoring will affect all aspects of your life because you are doing holistic work. That's the way you can raise sound and dependable mentees. So once again, three important relationships: mentors, mates, mentees. Very important. They are essential for your growth in life and ministry. I hope you bless it like this.